Hey there, it's Gastrel with Seguno Software, and we are doing some email marketing teardowns right now. First up, we've got Hardies fresh foods from Texas, and just off the bat, I can tell you've got some design influence here. You know, you've got a great logo up at the top, and you're using a really great image. I can't tell if it's stock or not. I mean, if I put my marketing hat on, I'm like, oh, of course it's stock. But if I didn't, I wouldn't know that. And I think that it's great that you've got all the veggies and herbs in here. That's really cool. $10 off, and then you're re-emphasizing it with a button. You've got some great text hierarchy here with what you're doing. You could maybe bold a couple of words that are super important. I'm not sure. It depends on kind of your audience, but if you want to maybe reinforce the COVID precautions that you've done, just to reemphasize how safe everything is, sometimes that's a point of friction for people, sometimes not. Just something to consider. Got another one, start your order here, why Hardies direct. Got some great images, and then restaurant quality. So anyway, that's good. How it works. You could maybe you've got a great little icon here that could be a really good thing for like a welcome series for non-purchasers too. Overall, super beautiful, and I love. Oh well, that's not great. Maybe this is an old message, but that first big one isn't linking. That's probably, maybe you haven't made it yet or something like that. But obviously, you want to make sure everything's linking right. This is a really general message too. So you're just saying $10 off. Hey, we're great. You might want to really dig into what pain point you're alleviating for your audience. Like skip going to the grocery stores. That could just be a whole message right there. Like, we make things easy. Skip the line. Skip going to the grocery store. Make your family safer. Skip going to the grocery store if you wanted to do something like that. Or you could say maybe something, you could really hit on the quality aspect, like restaurant quality, the best beef, and this is why. So you could maybe on other messages maybe get into more specific things, because if they're hit with this general message over and over again, it's not going to remind them of like the need that they have. And the need is that I want my life made easier. I want quality products. That's what I would say for that one. And then Velomino. Okay. Well, we all knew 2021 was going to be interesting, but I don't know if you need to capitalize the first letter of every word. I know sometimes people say like that helps people open subject lines. Sometimes it does, but when it's something casual and it's clearly you talking, it might even sound better if this was written more in like sentence case instead of with the caps. Then up here at the top, I don't know if you need to have this button and your logo. Like, people are kind of trained automatically to know like, oh, the logo brings me to the shop. So I think you could get rid of this. I don't think you need the newsletter part. People, they're getting it. I don't think that adds value to their information. So I think you could actually end up reducing this whole size and making it nice and clean a little bit here up at the top, because the purple background with the orange, that's pretty loud. So just something to consider. I know you're, new to email marketing, and I want to make sure this is constructive overall. So don't worry about it. These are nothing too crazy. I think it's fun that you put in memes. I think maybe they could go in the bottom of the message if you wanted to. I don't know if they need to be in the top part. And I almost wish it was like one meme at a time, kind of like an Instagram feed instead of a lot of them, just because like, what am I looking at right away? I do think it's funny that you do like the send us your memes. I think that's fun, and you could crowdsource some cute things. You could also really promote that if you have like Instagram or Twitter or something. That would be a fun thing to do. Then we finally get into your product. I wish this was a little bit closer up of not just him, but also the fabric that it's made out of, because I think that's such a big part of it, right? You could potentially shorten up this text, potentially, but I think it's more that I would like to see maybe a little bit more of what the product is, since it is the product of the day. Alternate product description. Oh Goodness. Okay. All right. Could be, yeah. I mean, I see where you're going. It could be cool. Give the gift, right? So maybe I think you could probably shorten this up and just use some sweet images of the toddlers and the gift cards. Because, like, I know on your website you have kids in the suits and it's adorable. So, like, wow, is that cute? So you could easily just have some fun imagery there instead of having the text. I think that could be kind of exciting. And maybe this is more of a blog post. Like, you've written a bunch of stuff here and it's more interesting. So maybe put it back on the blog. And so people kind of click through to it. And you have a fun brand. Like, I can tell you want to have fun in here. So maybe throw in some more emoticons. Like, lean into it, you know? Like, go for it. Put in some fun emoticons and really put maybe some interest in people joining you on social media, since maybe that's an area that you also want to expand on. But overall, really cool. Love the logo. I think that's really smooth. I think that's really fun. Okay, that's it. If you have something you want me to review, go ahead and email me at critique@seguno.com. Thanks, guys.